Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 5 of episode 5 of season 4. I'm going to go with it. All right. Like I said in the previous review, I'm pretty sure everything has kind of been poisoned and tainted because they made a decision around the Sheridan arc in season 3 to 4 transition. And I would not have progressed Sheridan's storyline past the end of season 3. It is a major storyline faux pas. It's a slip up. See, like the Londo arc is pretty good, but because Jakar is here, it's a little forced. But Jakar is here because of Garibaldi, which is a little forced. Again, like a lot forced, actually, not a little forced. And Garibaldi is in this situation because of, I think, because they were trying to figure out a way to make, blank happen. And blank happens because Mr. Garibaldi is interacting with Sheridan's new arc. And I think I said that well. The end result is this episode is good. However, it is also weak. And the last episode, the first time you watch it, you'll probably love it. You'll be like, holy crap. But the more you watch it, the more you're just going to go, really? Huh. That said, though, you know what? This arc, the main arc, not the little side stories, the main arc is just a cultural icon at this point. If you've never played Stellaris, you should be watching this and if playing Stellaris, and you can see, honestly, how this show went and put a huge impact into that game's design. Honestly, Stellaris is probably the closest thing to a spiritual no, I'm doing the wrong word. I want to say predecessor, but that's not the right word because that is backwards. But anyway, it's the child, the offspring of this show. And the main thing that created this concept is this area. It is a really, really cool concept. It is something I love. I think it is something lots of people love. Okay, don't get me wrong here. It's just going back through it, I see something and it's like, I honestly, as a writer, as an editor, I would have done things very differently, and it would be much more meaningful. I know. See, it's like, I know modern shows are more willing to do certain things in regards to the main cast, make decisions that are rather permanent, rather final, in a way that, older shows were pretty much, they always went back to the way things were. And I'm wondering if this is at one of those points where the producers, the TV side, was like, hey, you know what, we're a little worried. We don't want to freak people out. We don't really want to change things up that much. We'd rather just keep it comfortable because, we want to milk it for as much money as we can, and we don't want to upset people. And that makes a lot of sense to me. And the end result is these episodes they lack some of that long-term punch. If, as I've already said, if they did things differently, you can go back and you can find my previous reviews and so forth and figure it all out yourself. Yes, if they go back and redid this stuff, they could be moving forward into this new story with a far more powerful effect. They don't have to not have Lorein. Lorein can still be there. He can still show up, and he can still talk about what Sheridan did. It doesn't change any of this. Well, actually it does. It gets rid of this one really awkward thing that just, it loses its significance. And I'm pretty sure they did it because, again, they were worried about changing things too much and upsetting the viewers too much. And so they kind of pulled back from it rather than committing to it. If they had committed to it, the show might not have made it to season 5. But it would be one of the best seasons I have ever seen if they had done that. Season 4 would have been so much more powerful. They could have I don't know what else to say. Yes. Whereas they go into this whole president of the alliance thing, and if you've seen the show and you know what I'm talking about, you should know what I'm talking about at this point, because if they changed the season 3 to 4 transition about Sheridan, well, yeah. They could have done something much more meaningful, much more powerful, much more unifying. Because there is nothing more unifying than blank. Anyway. It's still a good episode. Don't get me... Wow, I went way too long. Again. Wow, this one really bugged me. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, thank you. I would appreciate it. You guys have a good one.